Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Feng Shaofeng's new lover is against Zhao Liying. The man frequently uses drama to develop feelings and has many peach blossoms. Recently, Zhao Liying has been captured repeatedly traveling with her son Zhang Xiang, sometimes strolling in the park, sometimes digging sand and playing at the beach, starting a parent-child vacation. Zhao Liying has always relied on taking care of the child, and many followers have also raised questions about this, questioning the absence of Feng Shaofeng, the father of Zhang Xiang. Then it was revealed that Feng Shaofeng had actually been involved in a new relationship shortly after the end of his marriage. At present, his mind is mainly focused on the relationship with his young girlfriend, and he has no intention of paying attention to his ex-wife and son. In addition, the object of Feng Shaofeng's new relationship is not an easy character to deal with. She dared to openly challenge Zhao Liying. Whenever Feng Shaofeng brought his child to dinner with Zhao Liying, the young girlfriend would frequently call Feng Shaofeng to highlight her presence, claiming that she was not fit for various reasons. The whistleblower jokingly pointed out that her behavior pattern was like that of concubine Qi in the legend of Zhen Huan. However, Feng Shaofeng is also like Zhilin, who knows his girlfriend's ways very well, which makes Zhao Liying feel helpless. Today, Zhao Liying has reduced the frequency of taking care of the children with her former spouse. Once she has free time, she tends to take care of the children alone. The two only reunite with their families for dinner on certain holidays. The children are usually taken care of by their grandparents, while Feng Shaofeng focuses on developing a new relationship happily. In fact, after Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng publicly announced their divorce, although Feng Shaofeng has not officially announced a new relationship so far, rumors about him have emerged one after another. In 2022, Feng Shaofeng was captured having dinner with an unknown woman, and what's more subtle is that Zhao Liying happened to be in the same restaurant. Once, Feng Shaofeng visited the restaurant and entered the restaurant with an unknown woman. On the day, Feng Shaofeng first arrived at the hotel, wearing a black mask and a hat, with extremely comprehensive protective measures. At nightfall, he went to the restaurant alone. Then, a woman in a white t-shirt walked into the restaurant. Her appearance was not concealed that day. She had a beautiful face and a graceful figure. She looked quite similar to Zhao Liying. The woman entered Feng Shaofeng's private space and had dinner with him for a long time. Just as the two were dining, an embarrassing situation occurred. Zhao Liying, Lin Jiangxin and other people visited this restaurant together. It is suspected that the working team of the With Phoenix series gathered here. It has to be said that although Hangdian is small, it is amazing that these two former partners can dine in the same restaurant. Zhao Liying dressed very low-key today, covering her face with a white hat and a mask. She was accompanied by her partner Lin Jiangxin. The two chatted and laughed as they walked into the restaurant to enjoy the food. Perhaps because she realized that her ex-husband Feng Shaofeng was also nearby, Zhao Liying left early after the meal, while Lin Jiangxin continued to have dinner with other members of the crew. After Zhao Liying left, Feng Shaofeng also walked out of the restaurant, still keeping a distance from the woman. Although both of them tried to distance themselves from the relationship, they were still captured by keen gossip photographers. Zhao Liying unexpectedly met her ex-husband Feng Shaofeng at a party. The drama of this scene can be said to surpass many TV series. When the two divorced, there were still many fans who hoped to reconcile. Now it seems that such a possibility has been completely slim. Talking about Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng's marriage, the process from its inception to its end was like riding a rocket, extremely fast. At first, there were constant rumors between the two, but both parties always insisted that there was no such thing. Until 2018, they skipped the stage of publicizing their relationship and announced their marriage. The whole process was simple, clear and neat. After Feng Shaofeng announced the good news that Zhao Liying gave birth to a child in March 2019, the two quickly completed the two major milestones of marriage and childbirth. This rapid process caused speculation from the outside world that they might be out of consideration of marriage for pregnancy. Because the marriage was too hasty, just when everyone was looking forward to whether the two would hold a make-up wedding ceremony, they never expected to welcome the news of their divorce. On April 23, 2021, Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng each issued a divorce announcement, mentioning that the reason for the divorce was mainly due to the limited time they had to spend together due to their busy work. Moreover, The two parties seem to have parted ways in a peaceful manner, and did not reach the point of being hostile to each other and never seeing each other again. Feng Shaofeng was even captured going to the former love home with Zhao Liying to move items. Later, Zhao Liying's driver and entourage arrived together, quickly sorted out the items and packed them into boxes for delivery. Then, Zhao Liying herself walked out. Feng Shaofeng showed his gentlemanly demeanor and came to see his ex-wife off. When a couple announces their breakup, especially a well-loved public figure like Zhao Liying, such news often triggers a strong reaction among the fan community. Although for some CP fans, this may mean the collapse of a beautiful fantasy, causing them to feel heartbroken and lost, there are also some fans who show a positive and supportive attitude. These supporters may think that it is more important for the parties involved to find true happiness than to maintain the image constructed by the outside world. Therefore, when Zhao Liying announced the end of her marriage to someone, some of her loyal fans expressed joy instead. They may think that Zhao Liying is now free to pursue personal happiness and career development, which is the best choice for her. This reaction reflects the fans' deep understanding and respect for the artists, as well as their support and blessings for their personal lives. To celebrate this change, these fans also organized a lucky draw event within the Super Topic, a specific topic discussion area on a social media platform, to celebrate and encourage. This phenomenon reflects the diversity and complexity of fan culture, which includes both enthusiastic attention to the idol's romantic relationship and deep concern for the artist's personal well-being. By holding a celebration event, fans not only expressed their support for Zhao Liying, but also established a positive and energetic communication space for each other. In fact, since Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng began dating, many of Zhao Liying's fans have held many dissatisfactions with her. The two are 9 years apart in age, during which Zhao Liying's reputation far exceeded Feng Shaofeng's and was at the peak of her career. Feng Shaofeng once expressed doubts in an interview, that is, whether Zhao Liying chose to marry him out of true love. In addition, Feng Shaofeng's evaluation is not ideal, especially in the emotional level, and his confusion is particularly significant. Almost every work is accompanied by a scandal with the heroine. From Yang Mingguo biting to Nini, who later made his relationship public, Feng Shaofeng's emotional resume can be said to be quite diverse. In addition, Feng Shaofeng's partners range in age. He once had an emotional entanglement with Lin Yun, who was known as the Star Girl. At that time, the age difference between the two was 18 years, which could almost be called a father-daughter relationship. Feng Shaofeng and Zhao Liying fell in love because they co-starred in a TV series. The two have collaborated on several film and television works, including Do You Know? And Journey to the West, The Women's Kingdom. Later, the relationship also developed outside the play. However, the divorce was announced only 2 years after the marriage. This rapid pace really caught everyone off guard. Regarding the motive for the divorce, it is rumored that it was because the two had completely different living habits. In fact, the difference can be identified by observing the growth environment of the two. Feng Shaofeng was born in a wealthy family in Shanghai. Both of his parents are from the intellectual class and have enjoyed a life like a young master since childhood. Zhao Liying was born in a rural farmer's family in Hebei. She went out to work when she was young and dropped out of school after only attending technical secondary school. She then resolutely devoted herself to the entertainment industry. Fortunately, she has an outstanding appearance, which became her ticket to enter the entertainment industry. Subsequently, Zhao Liying worked tirelessly and struggled all the way, and finally established her prominent status as the queen of TV dramas.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.